algebra is ever present, right? And the reason why I go into this is because I had some difficulty with not necessarily learning, but maybe more the teaching style. There are different teaching styles. In algebra, we have certain laws or properties, um, one of which is the communicative property, and one of which is the associative property. And the way I look at this, the way I communicate it, the way I associate it, is addition works forwards and backwards. If you're adding, it works forwards and backwards. Uh, Rapidly, it becomes multiplication. And here's how I like to break that down, right? If Because 2 plus 2 is always 4. It ends up being, if I go result driven, it ends up being 4. So if I had if I had a thirst for some lemonade and I made this lemonade, right? Excuse me, and I went and grabbed a cup out of the cabinet. It doesn't matter if I put the ice in first before I pour the lemonade, or if I put the ice in after I pour the lemonade. It still comes out cold. And so this is what we're talking about. I took a situation where I took my life and I started to apply some of these things because I believe in transferable skills. And I had an upsetting situation in my personal life. You know, I had committed a crime, and in this crime, I never received the money. I had a thing about getting the money. I mean, this is what I was doing it for. You know, this is the level of thinking that I was at. Not saying that it was correct. It's true though, but I didn't get the money. Very upsetting to me. But I got to a point where I said, you know what? If that's true for the associative law, if this works in math, it works in my life. So I began doing these, I started writing. Slowly but surely, it accumulated to several books, right? Um, hmm. But I was in prison. However, I know that the word of mouth is one of the most powerful tools that we have. If I can get on the internet, hit return, and send something across the world, I also can sit down, write something, put it together, and mail it out. It still comes out cold.